We do have some breaking news, and I didn't obviously create a stinger for it. You guys want to cover something that's
Sure.
breaking while Sadie takes
My
out the
house.
neighbors? Yeah, Sadie's on the prowl. But yeah, let's look at some breaking news. So it looks like we had another trailer drop today. And no, we're not quite ready to talk about The Acolyte, ladies and gentlemen, but we are going to talk about some Furiosa. Looks like Furiosa's trailer, its second trailer, dropped today, just a few hours ago,
Hmm.
about 4 hours ago, about 10 a.m.
I've not
And
seen that.
it looks like we're going to see this movie on May 24th. And it fleshes it a little bit more out here in this Hollywood Reporter story about what this film is about. Here's the new trailer number 2. And in the trailer, Anna Taylor-Joy says, "As a child, my world was changed forever. My mother was magnificent, and he took it all from me. My childhood, my mother, I want them back." I mean, it looks interesting and intriguing. I just don't know if we needed this movie.
No.
Now, I have no idea if this will get us struck. I have no idea, if I should play it or not. So I'm going to side on the side of caution and say, if you want to see this, you can certainly watch it yourself. But
You could hit play and just skim through some of the images, like not actually play it, just like hit play to where it pulls up, pause it, and just kind of look at some of the images.
you know what? You're probably right. Let's see if I can do that without screwing up the entire stream. But is this a film you were looking forward to, Nick? I'm just curious.
I wasn't. I didn't really like the last one,
Right?
personally. I mean, I love the original. Well, I love two of the original ones with um, with Mel Gibson, the originals.
Oh yeah, the original Mad Max. Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the last one. It was kind of weird to me a little bit. But I know a lot of people really liked that film. It didn't get a lot of backlash. I think a large part of the people that went out and saw it actually had good things to say about it and actually enjoyed it.
All right. Well, I say we take a look at this. We'll take a look at this on YouTube and let the fall where the chips may or whatnot. Here we go. So here we are. Closed captions are on. That's an apple. It's red. So this looks very Miller-like, doesn't it? With red
Yes.
apple.
Yeah.
This
Black
looks
and white with
signature.
the red.
Yeah, it looks very signature to me. All right. Well, we get started. This is trailer 2. Obviously, the young girl swiping that. "We've come too far," she says. And we'll jump forward a little bit. Obviously, this is where she is. Looks like,
Flashbacks, I'm guessing here.
yeah, where she's being taken. Right? She's in a forest. There was forest. Oh, my goodness. And let's see. Oh, we've seen this scene before, where she's underneath the truck.
Uh,
Yeah, and then this is obviously they took
CG.
Furiosa from the mastermind, George Miller. It's got some pretty neat stuff, right? At least so far. I mean, visually, this looks about right. Then there's that signature, I guess, thing where she covers her forehead in grease. I guess that's her mother. Oh, she smoked that guy. Interesting.
Freaking sniper.
There's Hemsworth. Look at that.
Oh, is that Jesus?
Dementus, actually. Fascinating. I love that they used the local area to do this.
That reminds me of the location where the castle was in Conan the Destroyer.
Tom is snoring. Tom, what do you think so far, bud?
What? Huh?
Look,
Oh,
it's Thor in a
when do I get
chariot,
Mad
Tom.
Max in my Mad Max movie? Wake me
I
up.
don't know, but right now you're
Mm.
getting Thor in your Mad Max movie in his
No, like
chariot.
We got
yeah,
Thor
like
and Jesus all in the same movie.
we're too removed from the movie that to me is kind of ground zero for woke and people forgot about. And had they just let it die, then maybe we'd actually be getting a real Mad Max movie instead. But no, they had to go buy the video and praise the movie. But
Yeah.
I mean, now we literally have where she's stealing the dude's name and he's not even in the movie. Or at least
Oh,
there's rumors that he may have a slight cameo. But
seriously, Tom, aren't you being just a little hard? Just a little
I might
pessimistic?
be, but you know what? To me, this is no different than a Batman show or movie without Batman, but it's tied to the Batman universe. I don't care.
Okay,
And
but look at that.
if he would
Look
have
at that.
made Furiosa without trying to tie it into Mad Max, I mean, even if it takes place in the same universe without trying to like piggyback off of Mad Max in a financial situation like in the title like this, because look, to me, this is bullshit when you're saying, oh, it's a Mad Max saga when it's not even a Mad Max movie. The last one technically
Yeah.
wasn't.
Okay, so what I find funny is so like this is a paraglider or one of those
Yeah.
wing things.
Mm.
Yeah, that isn't going to be able to keep up with these motorcycles and cars going full speed.
Well, that's another thing too, is they're in a world where gasoline is supposedly very not only scarce but valuable. And that's what bothered me about the last Mad Max is you got those guys on there with the big blasts and all. It's like you're burning a lot of gas doing all that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
the
and and you're
flamethrower guy and
yeah, and then look at how amazingly well kept.
I liked how barren it felt in the first two Mad Max. I mean, even the third film I like, but I know some people don't. But my reason for kind of shying away from that one a little bit more is the fact that it feels that much more expensive, right? Like you can see the budget in that movie. It's a big studio picture. To me, I think that hurt all the Mad Max movies after the second one because the second one you actually feel the desolateness, the like it's you can feel the dirt and sand. It's in the movie. It's all they could have to get it done, and everything they could use is right there on the screen. And when you get to the Furiosa stuff, and it's like, sure, some of it's practical, but it's not as practical as y'all think. Go watch the making of it. I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, it looks amazing because it's all." No, it's not as much as you think. It's a lot of CGI enhancements, and to me, it's just it takes away from what made the original Mad Maxes so cool, which was the stunts
Yeah,
and
yeah. Well,
the
and
fact that they were kind of like independent features on their own and stuff like that. Yeah.
yeah, and here's one of those, Tom. I mean, and I'm pointing out the fact that look at the brand new tires on that stunt vehicle. It's like this is the problem with 4K is I can like go,
I don't even think
oh,
that's real. I think that's all CGI there,
well,
except for the
then
motorcycle
they
drivers,
they,
maybe.
they they should have aged it up a little. But like I said, I mean, it seems interesting. I really wish I wasn't.
For those who were into the last one and looking forward to this, cool. That's not for me. I saw the last one in theaters and I walked out of it going, well, that was shit. And everybody else was like, "Oh my god, it's amazing!" So I'm like, "All right, I'm wrong, I guess." But like, I
it's
got
all
gypped.
subjective at the end of the day.
It is. It
Well, I
is.
just felt like I was gypped because Mad Max literally got backseated in his own movie.
Yeah, true.
Well, actually,
And he's not
yeah,
even in this one at all.
yeah, and we've got actually a couple of super chats we can get to. A member chat, a super chat. I want to grab real quick before we shuffle on. But any final thoughts on
I
Furiosa?
will say one positive, okay,
Mhm.
and that is Anya Taylor-Joy is probably a much more likable actress than Charlize Theron. There you go.
Oh, indeed. Yeah,
Yeah,
in real life too.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. That's at least one positive I can give it.
There you
Mm.
go. What do you think, Nick? It's your floor.
No, I agree on Tom's statement. Charlize is a freaking weirdo. And yeah, so I agree with that take for sure.
Yeah, I still can't believe that the previous Mad Max Fury Road got 6 Oscars. Were there
It
no other
did.
movies that year?
Yeah.
That's bonkers.
I mean,
Alright.
people were praising it, and I was just like, I just don't see it, you know? I just don't. I didn't think I didn't watch it and was like, "Man, this is terrible." But I wasn't like, "Oh my god, this is like the greatest movie, I've seen in the last 10 years." It was just kinda like, "Eh, take it or leave it."
Well, I think if I didn't have to go see this movie, I probably wouldn't. But